The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Y'all know we got a special guest today. We're going to have some fun talking a little bit of Sooner football here on the Sooner or Later Sports Show. Man, I am your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up here on the YouTube channel and listening wherever podcasts are downloaded and listened to while you're here. Please wipe your feet. Like, subscribe, rate, review. Give us 5 stars. You don't think we deserve it? So go ahead and give us 5 anyway and gift it. So, without further ado, we're not going to waste anybody's time. We got special guests here on the show. We got the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the one that we've synced out here doing some stuff. And Justin Harrington in the house. What's good, my guy? Thank you for taking some time this evening to hang out with us.
What's up, Justin? How you doing, brother?
What's going on with you guys?
Hey, man, you know, just holding on like a hubcap in the fast lane, man. We excited to have you up in here. Good. Hey, so, you know, we got people, of course, in the comments and stuff. Everybody got their questions and such. You know, we gonna let them get their questions in or whatnot. But, Justin, we got to ask the initial question. You know, we talked about it in the background while at the same time knowing that everybody going to ask this too. How you doing in recovery, man? You know, a lot of us was really heartbroken when we seen you go down. That, like, it brought a tear to my eye because I was like, dude, this dude out here cooking. He doing it, holding down the D. And then you got hurt. How's recovery going?
Man, honestly, when it initially happened, I was just still I had to go in that mode again just from like junior college. And I was like, well, I guess if they don't tell me any news that I'm trying to hear, I'm going to play. And I'm going to play through the whole season like I did before. So, I mean, once I got that news and once I got surgery, I kind of just been on like you can't change anything now. So just like let's take it day by day, and you know those hard days do come, but you know just right now like I'm on the up and up, and you know getting close to that day to coming back. So just encouraging the guys. What's that?
I say yeah.
Just encouraging the guys. Getting ready for like this bowl game, and letting them know this is still a big opportunity. For the guys who's getting drafted, and then you know for the guys who need like a boost going into next season. So this is just letting the guys know that this is still important, that this is still part of our season.
I mean, obviously you got Deshaun McCullough comes in. You know, we're working with the the shift in and out, and who's going to be the starter. I mean, you take the job, you come out. I mean, you're fired game one, and then that happens. I mean, how did you? What did you do to really keep yourself engaged and kind of continue to be there? You got leaders on the field, but I mean, still there's guys on the sideline like yourself that need to be there. Kind of encouraging folks. What did you do to just keep yourself mentally just right in the right spot and not to get I guess too down the situation?
I mean, I just keep myself involved. I know, like my first when I tore my ACL on my right leg, I just remember it was COVID, and it was a lot of things that I wish, I got disconnected from. So just now it's just kind of easier because that's what Coach preaches, just being family and being all together as one. So I just try to force myself and just be engaged, even when it's meetings or if it's in the huddle, and put myself as a shield, for those guys before the coaches get to them, and give them a word coming from player to player and coming from somebody they know that bust their tail, and they know that like we all put the work in together, so they know it's coming from like a good place. So just put myself fully invested in the program, and fully invested in just my role as a leader on the defense. So
That's what's up. Okay, so let's kind of go back to some of your roots, right? Brent Venables takes over in 2021. You had your injuries in the past and things weren't working out, and you decide to leave the team. And then you came back. What made you come back? I know I've watched you on the OU DNA video when they talked about you and you getting the scholarship back and everything. What made you want to come back to this team at that time, right after Venables took over?
Well, obviously, like, well, just in this day and age, the last 10 to 15 years, Coach V kind of just been, tearing up the college football on the defensive mindset aspect. So that was just a
Hmm.
no brainer, and I just respected him just as a coach. But just coming back and like just I was thinking like I committed to this place and I'd be wrong like to leave. So that's because that's not really a commitment. And you know I seen opportunity and like what my peers and like I watched the whole 2021 season just at home and just I'm criticizing from a point of love and point of wanting my guys to get better and want them to be the
Hmm.
best. So I knew that I knew that I felt like I brought a different aspect back to the team as well, and maybe it just wasn't forefronted with that staff. So and I just felt like I could use another opportunity with this staff and maybe they'll respect it and kind of buy in, help me buy in.
That's a good point.
They, I saw it in the chat already. Everybody always wants to hear whether it's recruits. What's your favorite? What's the thing you look forward about dealing with Schmitty the most? Jay, give me a Schmitty story. What's your best big dog story you got?
Um, I would
And
say
before you say something though, so you've got the two perspectives, the past regime with Benny, and then you got Schmitty, the big difference. I also want to know just how big of a difference is it with him too,
with the difference between who.
with the two
Schmitty
different strength
and
coaches.
Wiley.
You're going from the old regime, the old coaches, and now Schmitty, and then you got to give us a good Schmitty story of whenever you had some fun interactions with them.
Okay, so the difference, I would say the difference between Coach Wiley and Smitty. So with that staff, it was just like effort based. Like as you can tell, it was like an effort based defense. So
Hmm.
like a lot of scheme. I would compared to Coach Venable's defense, it wasn't as schemed up. It wasn't a chess match. It was just be fast and give effort and know the play and know your job. But like I say that to say that most of the workouts that we did with Wiley was like similar to like CrossFit and explosion and speed, like speed dominant workouts and things like that. With Smitty it's more so like mindset, and it's like almost the workouts are almost impossible, but it's like how far can you take yourself to get it done? And like
Hmm.
he brings up like just letting each other down, and like a lot of people are counting on you, and that like that's why guys like me, guys like Billy, are always like in the front. We always lead. So once Smitty is not there, they know that the work that we putting in is coming from our effort and what we know what it takes. So like that's what I would say that would be the difference. Like he pushes you to um, pass your goals and what you think you can do. So I would say that'd be the difference.
The our boy PG says that he talked to CJ Colden about a PB and J on a tortilla. Have you tried a PB and J on a tortilla? Because Colden said it's fire, or I guess
I
he
mean,
said no.
I believe it'd be good. It's like I mean, like you know, a grilled cheese like tortilla, like a kind of like a quesadilla, just with cheese in the tortilla. But like, I mean, it wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't stop my day to make it.
Yeah,
All right, we got one from the chat. We're gonna go ahead and get a couple
yeah.
questions from the chat. So Stacy asked the question: What's the specialty meal that you cook? Because it seems like you on social media cooking all the time. What you be throwing down on?
I'm a big pasta guy, so I like Cajun pasta or I like chicken
Ooh.
Alfredo. But you know, man, I cook chicken wings or macaroni. I love cooking macaroni. So I mean, yams is probably like one of my favorite. I would call it a
Okay,
meal, but
yams.
main.
Word. You be throwing down the yams like on Thanksgiving or whatnot?
Yeah, I cooked Thanksgiving this year.
That's what I'm
There you
talking
go.
about. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. That's a good one. All right, let me let's jump back into to the Schmitty workouts, man. Did Schmitty ever make you get sick? Did you ever like pass out, throw up, anything like that from any of his workouts when you first got to know him?
Nah, like I never had like I just kind of like I don't know. My mindset is just like I feel like I just don't want somebody to say like, oh, like I made you like give up or like I made you like throw up or like so like that's my mindset. I just like show no weakness. Because I know
Like that.
he's a straight like he's a bland like straight to the point guy. So it's like only thing that you can do to show it and to gain his respect is be in the front, you know, speak up when guys are not being doing, holding up the standard and just hold everybody accountable. So like if you can do that, like you'll be on his good side. It's just like, everybody has those days or like those freshmen have those, those couple days that they gotta get through. And once they figure out like they can do it and once they figure out it's not that bad and everybody's doing the same thing, it's just about your mindset, then like that's when you see like we turn around a whole season just keeping our head down, just keeping it about the work.
Are you going to be traveling with the team on the bowl game, or are you allowed to at this point?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be traveling
Okay,
with the team.
good,
Yeah, that's
good.
dope. That's dope. Okay. Question from the chat. So everybody hearing that you're a big time bowler, huh? That's what you be doing. You be bowling, huh? You be out there throwing them balls, huh? All right, we gotta know what's your best game. What's the best game you rolled so far?
So I bowled. My best game was 270 something, like a 276 or something. So
What?
that was like my best game. But I haven't got close to that in a while. Like I bowled maybe a two. Oh, I bowled. Me and Jalil. We were doing a 2-on-2. It was me and Key against Jalil and Josh Faniel, and I bowled a 236 on them. Like I had to. They can bowl though. Like they can bowl. That's probably like the bowl group. Like we'll mix it up teams and stuff, but like they can bowl.
Hey, I got a funny bowling story about Norman. Back when I was on campus, I went bowling, and me and my girl. It was on a Saturday, and I was rolling a perfect game, and just screwed the pooch at the end there. But some dude was walking up and taking notes, and then I started my next game, and I like went 7-6 spare or something like that, and I turned around to see what his face looked like, and dude was gone. He thought I was a prodigy, and then I just realized I was lucky.
You should have. Hey, you should have somebody bag and like picked it up. Like I do this.
That was with my offhand. I'm actually left-handed.
Yeah,
No,
I'm practicing with my
Yeah,
right. I'm
yeah,
trying to, see if I can master it on both hands. I'm gonna lie like that. Yeah, I think
yeah. You
my
the guy.
best game is 160 at most. I ain't never hit no twos yet, but dang man, that's crazy. That's
Hey,
crazy.
really, hey, no, for real though. For real. My mom will beat you with a 160. She'll kill you.
See,
Really?
see, that's the thing about it. So I'm guessing you're a family of
Yeah.
bowlers, is what you're telling me, right?
Yeah, and believe it or not, like it took me like a year to like pick up, like actually like compete. Like I mean, we always compete. Like we used to always go bowling, but like like just learning, like mastering, like how I bowl, like with a curve, and like just kind of like finding that spot, like the pocket and stuff. Like it just took me like just over time. I was going like when I first got here in 2020, I was bowling like almost every day. Like we'll have like 2 o'clock kickoffs. I'll wake up in the morning like 9 o'clock if it was a home game, and I'll go bowl like 6 games, come
Dang.
back, take a shower, and then chill until like the 2:30 kickoff. I'm like, man, like I used to bowl a lot, but I got to get back on that.
Man, my shoulder hurt thinking about that.
I know.
Jeez.
That's what I'm saying. I got all the scar
Once
tissue in my arm from baseball, and I got a bowl with my left arm now. So I'm gonna have to come
once you
down to
get
Norman and.
once you get in that zone, like I'll bring like my AirPods or something, like, and then like once you get in that zone, you'll look up and be like, Game 5. You be like, dang.
Yeah. Do you do all the guys go with you pretty often, or do you just solo it?
I try to invite them, but I think they scared. Only a couple guys come, but like we've had a couple big groups, but they know it gets serious. Like we'll bowl the first couple, and then we'll just be like, all right, we're gonna slide our game over here because it's about to get competitive, and I know
Oh,
y'all
okay.
just yeah, like I know y'all are here for fun, like.
So do they recognize you at the bowling alley, or can you go in there incognito and nobody recognize who you are?
I mean, they recognize me, but it's just
They
what's
let
going.
you do your thing. That's
Yeah, They just know I just come in here just chill, bowling.
So that's the
All
beauty of
right.
being in Oklahoma. They give you that. Got one question
Yeah.
from the audience here. What's your favorite and least favorite parts of living in Norman?
Oh, that's a good. That is a good question. That is a great question. Um, I'm gonna do my what I like and then what I don't like. Um, Obviously football. Like the buy-in, like just of the community. Coming to the games and coming to support us. Like I think that's so cool because I went to a high school just in the inner city. We just like we had support, but it's just a lot of stuff going on in my city. So just it wasn't like a packed game until like the playoffs and stuff. So, but one thing that that I don't like is the options, the food options. Uh, like we don't have like the only thing it's one thing that can save the whole city of Norman, and that's cookout. Like if you just put cookout right, like replace it with a Canes or something, the city would be way more happy.
Okay.
While football is not like
the
during the spring, they'd be like, we got cookout. We can wait for the season. Like we got cookout. Dude, cookout in Bojangles is yeah.
Yeah, that's elite. That's elite East Coast food right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
They
100%
don't be
right.
showing though. They don't know. We have the best food. The
In Raleigh,
South, the southeastern part of the United
Southeast
States,
pretty dope.
best food.
it's fair.
Are
I get that
you
argument.
are you a are you a Carolina barbecue or a Kansas City barbecue?
Um, I like Carolina barbecue. I like the vinegar base just because that's what I grew up on. But Kansas City is like sweet, huh? Like
A little bit more
Yeah.
sweet, yeah.
yeah. I like Kansas City. I like sweet. I like sweet and spicy. Like that's what type of guy. I'm a sweet and spicy wing type of guy, stuff like that. So yeah, I like both though. But a lot of people don't like the vinegar base. I like it.
Hold on, I'm just making sure I heard this right. We can clip that and put it on Twitter, right? You said I'm a sweet and spicy guy. It's kind of what you just said. So
Nah,
we're cool to put that on Twitter, right?
you can't do that to me. Nah, you can't do that to me. It's a different way.
No, we won't do it to the kid. We won't do that to the kid. We'll let you survive on that one. That's funny. All right. We got a question from the chat, which is good. Who's the best captain you've had the pleasure of balling out with on the team? So you've been here since 2020. Who's the captain that you like balling out with?
Mm, I feel like I don't know. This is a hard question. I got two guys. So one was just because I feel like just coming in, it was just interesting to play with him. Like he wasn't like a crazy captain. He was just like, watch me do it. And that's TB. Like Trey Brown. I feel like he just
Okay.
like
Yeah.
he's a freak. He's not a freak of nature, but it's just like for what he's doing and just like he's just a player. He's a ball player. So like I felt like that was cool. And then BA. I felt like Brian Asamoah, that was cool. Like I just liked his play style. I felt like it wasn't a unique, Oklahoma linebacker play style. Um, just, it was new just with Kenneth Murray, and just like that, linebacker body and just being able to run from sideline to sideline like that. I felt like both of those guys was amazing at that. So just the wild, unique play styles. They used to call it TB Twitch, and I was like it fit so well because he was just so quick. Like he was like a cat. So yeah, those guys, those were interesting playing with. And Spencer Rattler, he was cool. I like Spence.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, I was just looking at that clip from in the was it the conference championship game when he chased down the wide receiver on that tunnel screen, and man, that just still blows my mind how he. I mean, it's not the DK Metcalf one, but I mean it's pretty dadgum close. I mean he was flying down the sideline.
Yeah, no, TB fast. But the practice before I tore my ACL in 2020, they used to post our chart, like our speed, our catapults. We ran like 23 miles per hour on the same day. TB fast. He be
Yeah, I mean,
respectfully fast.
hey,
see that.
show is fast too, especially when you're putting up. What are you what are you sitting at right now? You sitting about 218, 220?
Yeah, I weighed in like 217 this morning.
Okay,
Okay.
and you still when you're going through the ACL, like I had an MCL tear and a meniscus tear, and granted I wasn't. I mean, I was collegiate athlete, but it was on baseball. So I mean, but on football side, when you're testing out for speed and stuff, is there a difference in the rehab? Strength versus speed, agility, or is it just kind of come and go as you're going through all the rehab?
Um, I feel like at the beginning of my rehab, it was just kind of slow, just because I was having different post op like stuff like that. I thought I was just gonna know, like, oh yeah, like I remember at this point, I was here and it felt like this, but it was just like it was different areas that was hurting than it was on my first one. So I mean, like now, like I'm just like just kind of like on my high horse about like rehab, and I make
Good.
Okay.
big jumps and big jumps every week, and just having those checkups with the doctor and stuff. They just they say I'm they don't like to say I'm ahead of schedule, but like they say I'm doing great. So
And that's what matters is that hopefully we get you back. And so, OU Christy just popped up in here. She had a question for you. You apply for that medical red shirt, right? What's the how does the status work on that? How does that work on that potentially bringing you back?
honestly, I really don't know. So it's just like I just know that it's like a waiver that needs to be sent in to the
Hmm.
NCAA, and I guess I guess they look at my history and they go from there and see if I should get approved. So, I mean, everybody feels confident about me getting approved, but I'm still, I'm doing rehab, just expecting the worst, but praying for the best. Like, if I don't get the year back, I just got to get ready for the league. And honestly, I feel like I'm ready. So, I mean, and even if I wasn't, I would have to get ready. So, either way.
All right. Nice, nice. All right. So we just saw Danny Stutzman potentially going to the draft, and we're all wondering what's gonna happen, if it's official, if it ain't official, the scoopers put it out there or whatnot. But so I gotta ask you about having Stutzman in practice, him and Jaron Canick. I know they're clowns. I know they be clowning. See, there's a smile immediately came out. So I knew I'm hitting
Come on.
something, right?
Hey.
Give us
Yeah.
a funny. Someone actually asked this, and Steven asked in the chat. Give us a good Stutzman story, man. I know that y'all be doing pranks and stuff, man. Give me something good.
No, they crazy. I don't be doing the prank stuff because I don't know. I just watch from afar and I just shake. Y'all crazy, but I mean, they just do so much stuff. They just like best friends. It's just cool, like watching it. But when they came in the team the segment meeting with the red hair, when the first ones they had, Jaron had
Oh,
like
Yeah.
lightning white hair and like purple tips, and Danny came in with the. I was just like, I like they know. I was just like, man, y'all tripping,
They,
y'all y'all
they
tripping.
were
And then Coach V was just like because he has like this screen in front of him where he watches
hmm.
film on, but we watch it on the big screen, and he's like in the middle of his sentence, like talking about whatever we was talking about. He like he looks around the little screen. He's like, "Do you know that you guys like damaged your hair like forever?" And they just looking like, I mean, like they had nothing to that. It was funny. I was just like, "Y'all are crazy." Now,
man.
Coach V, had time with the little dyed hair thing with them. I was just like, "Yeah, y'all are crazy. I couldn't do that." But it's cool though. It's funny.
That's funny.
So
That is pretty funny.
I see in the chat, who is the most challenging offensive player that you've gone against in practice? Who's the one that really just either got underneath your skin or was just, like a tall wee walker where he comes at you and you're just like, man, I just don't want to do this today. I just don't want to have to tackle this full today. Who sticks out?
I haven't I haven't lost to Tawi, but just watching, like he's like the most outstanding. Like he just does his job. Like when he comes in, he just makes like the best of his opportunity. And like me and him just grew closer because we had like similar, you know, like we had similar upbringing in the like college football world. Just beating the odds and stuff. So like me and him are kind of close, but I would say Tawi, um, Jackson is just amazing. Like he's good. Like he's gonna be good. Um,
Mm.
we just got a lot of guys. Like a lot of guys in that receiver room. We got a lot of guys. Like it's just we're big on like opportunity, and as you can see, like these last 4 games, like Jay Gibb. I've been telling guys about Jay Gibb like for the longest since last year fall camp. Like
Mm-hmm.
Jay Gibb, and my dad talked about Jay Gibb before he really even like even knew. He was just like if that guy like right there number one, he was like if he got a lot to do with your offense and he has a big role in your offense, like y'all gonna go far. And I was like, just wait. I tell him all the time, like if you get him up there, he'll tell you. Like I tell him all the time, like I called his stats out almost the last game. It's like he gonna have a touchdown and he probably gonna break 100 almost. If not, he gonna have 80 for like 5.
Yeah.
He did it. As soon as I said
Right
that,
there.
next drive, he scored.
Yep.
Literally.
Okay. So we got 2 questions for you. One from the chat. Real question: gumbo or jambalaya? Which one you got?
um, I like jambalaya because, like, I mean, well, I like gumbo because I like soups. Like, I grew up on a lot of soup, so it's just more like it's a not water based, but it's a water based. And I guess like jambalaya is like just, I mean, it's good, but I
Rice and
prefer
everything.
gumbo,
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay. You can gumbo. All right. Then I got another one for you on that. So back to football itself. On the defensive side, I mean, it was you at Cheetah with McCullough and a little bit of Kendall Dobie or whatnot. Out of the younger guys underneath you that you basically become a mentor to as you're, a seasoned vet, which one have you taken really under your wing that's always underneath you, asking questions and trying to learn all the time? What's the young pup that you see is going to really be bright on that defensive side of the ball?
Um, young guy, Dave McCullough, he's gonna be a dog. He's
Okay,
gonna
some day love.
yeah, Dave's gonna be a dog. Josiah Wagner, he's gonna be a dog, and then just a guy that I'm closer to, more so, is RJ. Yeah, RJ.
Okay, I love it. So I see some people asking the question on here. So Austin, your question around the medical red shirt, he has applied for it. He had to wait till the season was over. We're just waiting to find out the results. The anticipation is, God willing, we gonna get that bad boy. So we gonna keep praying for it because, of course, we want this man back here next
Hey,
year, especially going into
hey,
the SEC.
and if God can't handle it, Justin
We,
already
we just
gave
go,
me
we just go, we
permission.
just gonna roll up to the NCAA offices, man. We gonna roll up in there. I got my ski mask ready. You know what I'm
Yeah, we're gonna
saying?
There you go.
I got the black SUV ready. We can roll up on them. Before I pass to Coop, one more. Going into the SEC, what what excites you about potentially playing in the SEC next season if we get this medical waiver?
I just like the physicality. Like I just love like I like somebody coming at me and like, okay, we're gonna see who really like I feel like the Big 12 is just like more finesse. Like there's physical guys in the Big 12,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just like I feel like it's just more finesse. Like, I don't know. Like I can't wait till like we just see if like how strong we are, like how good. Like I just like testing the waters and like I wanted to play in the SEC, but then it was like I just seen like the opportunity at OU, just in how my recruiting was. Like OU pushed the hardest, and a lot of SEC teams pushed hard, but I felt like the opportunity was there, and I guess it was meant to be. Because I mean, I talk to my dad all the time. It's like I feel like overly physical and like I just want to impose on. I want to impose it on somebody who's trying to like impose it on me. Like like I don't want to look like a bully. I want to look like it's a stalemate. And okay, I got the best in that rap. Somebody who's gonna really like go at me. So like
Right.
I'm just excited for the physicality for sure. Like that's it's just I like football. That's it. Like
Yep. Yep. All right. So you saw the playoff selection and everything. obviously we played Florida State in the bowl game this past year. They got left out. Who do you got winning in the first round, and who do you think's taking the whole thing?
Mm, that's a hard question. Cause Bama, I feel like Bama's always dangerous because they just got guys they got tremendous athletes out there, but like they're dangerous because they've like persevered like throughout their season. Like they've overcome adversity and made it into like momentum. So like they'll always be a dangerous team with momentum. And like I feel like they're the most dangerous because they have that one loss, and it's like they know what it feel like, and there could be a little bit of of complacency having like being undefeated and stuff. So I mean I feel like Bama's a dangerous candidate, and I like Washington. They're a good team. They're a pretty good team. I like watching them. They got good playmakers on both sides of the ball. So
Yeah.
I like
I
them.
love to hear that. Love to hear that. Okay, because you've been here the last few years, stadiums, traveling the country, playing in these stadiums. Which one was your favorite, and which one did you hate the most while being out there on the road? Like, who had the best
Like
locker
hate
rooms? Who had
like
the
it
worst
was like,
locker rooms?
um uh Nebraska Stadium, they was rocking. Like I like they vibe. Like I like they vibe. Um the worst stadium. Um I thought I thought Iowa State was going to be louder than what it was. So I would say I didn't. I mean, it was okay. Like, but I mean, it's a good environment. I just feel like I thought it should be louder than it was. But um, but obviously the Red River rivalry. But that's
That's a
aside.
given.
Like that's on the elite tier scale. Like that's not what we're talking about.
Was the fields really bad at Iowa State? Because I've heard rumors that their field, as well as like BYU's, are just
Mm-hmm.
awful.
It's like thick,
Yeah.
soaked up. Like it's like soaked up mulch. Like not mulch, but like packed mud. Like it's just weird. It's just really thick. Like it's really thick. Like it's cut, but it's thick. It's
That's
weird. It's
crazy.
like
So I'm gonna call it right now. So I'm gonna call that you get the medical red shirt. You coming back? You're gonna come back with purpose more than you've had. I mean, like you're a guy who's had some purpose. Had it. Between the JUCO route, coming back, and just going through all that. So you come back with purpose and you ball out. How does first team All SEC defensive back, linebacker, whichever one they want to try to put you at, Justin Harrington? How does that make you feel? Like does that just kind of blow your mind?
it's crazy. Cause I told Billy like in the summer, like right before we were about to go into fall camp, and I was just like, the Jim Thorpe is gonna come out like from out of this room if it's from me or you. I said I promise it will. But Billy got we not gonna talk.
Ripped. He got
Oh,
gypped.
we're not gonna talk about that because like this year is crazy. Like they are just no offense to the other guys because they like those guys are like they making noise, but like I feel like Billy's is just undeniable. Like I heard for him because like I know like all like
Mhm.
after practice is like we doing extra like even if we're the last two like we just like I know like the work he actually put in for that like I like it sucks like I hate talking about it because he really just got robbed but
He
that
did.
sounds good. I know the question was about you but
No, no, no. Hey, listen. What do you think? So my piggyback question on that one is you go on Twitter and the OU Twitter sphere is just out. It's just out of control. There's a lot of hype there, but like when you see OU fans going crazy at how it's not just like crimson colored glasses or bias. Like I mean, there's a lot of people who are like dude got ripped. So I mean, like that's kind of tough. But what do you think about Sooner fans just in general? Like, how's your experience been over the past couple of years?
um they're very passionate. Very passionate, and I just feel like that's just it's over the years, just the amount of buy-in and people growing up and you know just always liking the Sooners. So, and they're just putting it in their family, and like just creating tradition throughout their family. So it's just like they really just would literally die about it. Like, so I mean, they Sooner Nation is they're up there in the fan bases just when it comes to support. And I feel like one thing that I could say about Sooner Nation though, we should like we just need to like promote other um other sports. Like there's a lot of sports like and we see them like throughout the facility, and it's like sometimes like football players like we don't have the time to go support, but it's like like we should pack those like the gymnastics like when we make I know they're like a good show. Women's basketball, I went to a women's basketball game the other
Yeah.
day. Like they're hooping, man. And I
We're
ain't like
interested.
the boys are like the boys are
Yeah.
undefeated, and I ain't even been to a boys game, but I went to the girls game. Like they hooping. So y'all Sooner Nation, go check them out for sure.
Brown check's kind of going crazy. So speaking of other sports, give me your opinion, and it's off the record. Does Jada got more
Fire.
hops than Billy?
Who?
Jada got more hops than
You
Billy?
said Jada?
Yeah.
Uh I Billy's athletic. But I don't think Billy can do what Jada do. Like I don't think Billy can do what Jada do. I feel like he can do it maybe once or twice, but Jada, she got it. Like she got it. That's sis got it. Like she's like that.
She is.
I don't think Billy can do it, Jada. Not no.
At least you gave us an answer. I figured
He
you was
might
gonna
be
plead the
faster than
fifth.
her.
Yeah. Yeah.
He might be faster than her. I don't know if he got more hops than her. They have to just find that out. Billy gonna be mad tomorrow. Watch.
You just be like, hey man, some guy that looked like me was on this podcast and he was talking noise. Don't look into it.
Yep. I don't know who this is. Never heard of him before in my life.
Yeah.
All right, I got one for you there. We got a couple of questions in the chat that I think are really good. One, I know Nick Anderson had answered this before on, I think, on the podcast on the Prairie or whatnot, but if you could change the song between the third and fourth quarter, what song would you pick?
That's a good question.
What's the song between the third and fourth quarter? Now,
I don't know. I don't
Is
know
it,
the song, honestly.
Hey, somebody in the chat, help me out.
Somebody in the chat, what's the song? Y'all tell us. I haven't been to a game in Norman this year. I've been on a road game, but I haven't been to be the game in Norman. I've been watching at home so that I could like immediately be excited and everything. Red River they don't play it. Somebody gonna post it in a minute. We'll figure it out what it is. But if you could choose a song, what would you want?
See, I feel like we should just play Dreams and Nightmares because we go out during the fourth quarter. Like we hold the fours up and we go out to like the 50-yard line. And we all like huddle up. Dreams and Nightmares. Cut all the lights off, and then everybody cut their flashlight on. It'd be lit. And then we got the lights. I'm telling you, it'd be lit. They need to let me do quality control. It'd be lit.
There you go. There you go.
It'd be lit.
It's a Nakamura theme song. It's the Nakamura theme song.
Yeah.
That's what they do now.
But to be fair though, like we got trouble with that because like, I mean, it's just like we're younger and it's just hard because our fan base is like older, like than us. Not calling y'all old. They're just older.
Call them old. They old.
Yeah, we don't have
crazy. It's okay.
But like we don't have a flashy like like fan base. We're about like working, like blue collar. We just what I'm saying. So like they like it's ski eat. Come on, like it's just blown up. That's why people know it. But like like I think Meek Mill with my idea would be lit.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question for you. Now, this is going back to the locker room and everything that's going on. We're in the transfer portal era and flip season for recruits. So Neo asked the question: with it being portal and flip season, are you guys in the locker room working to keep guys there and recruiting class intact? How is that going?
It's just based on like guys' situation. sometimes just like this is not the place for you. Not to say you weren't good enough. Not to say like it's sometimes it's just like you fell into a you know an inconvenient batch of eggs. Like, but I mean, what we have love for their decision. Like we have love for the guys and like I can speak for me personally. Like, I mean, I'm more happy for somebody getting the opportunity, and if somebody else at a different place is gonna give you an opportunity, then go take that opportunity. You know, with all due respect, and like that's because caring for the person, not caring for like the person in the program. Obviously we want them to stay, but we also like respect that everybody's opportunity or everybody's breaking out is not at Oklahoma or where they're at now.
I like that. I like that. Simulated crowd noise. Does that translate to game time?
I couldn't hear you. What was that?
The simulated crowd noise. They make that simulated crowd noise in there for practices to make y'all be able to feel like you're in an environment that's crazy. Does that really translate to game time? Does that really help?
I mean, it's not crazy. It's just like it kind of like amplifies like what's going on. Like if there's a call being called, like and we're getting a call from the sideline, it just amplifies. Like you really have to like focus in on like read lips and look at signs and stuff like communicating so you can over communicate. So once it's second nature once you get into that loud environment, once we're like away or something. So and they're loud on defense in our stadium. So just getting used to it, get used to just using all your senses and communicating, over communicating, stuff like that. I feel like it works. I feel like it works.
All right, here's kind of a one-off question here, because I already declared that you got your medical red shirt. It's happening. It's happening. So next year, when you go to the NFL, you get to pick any of the 32 teams. Where are you going? Where would you like to go?
See, I'm a Raiders fan, but I just don't feel like that's my fit. But it's cool. Like I would play there because I would love to play there. But I think like I would fit in just like the Seahawks or
That's what I was about to say.
like the
Cam
Eagles,
Chancellor
the
Part
Niners.
2.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I'll play like that's what I was playing like in junior college. I love playing like post safety, like just being the high safety and just coming down in the run fit, hitting like going like playing hash to hash, playing being able to play outside the hashes and just like show my range and athletic ability. But like Cheetah's fun too. Like Cheetah is fun. I do give it Cheetah's fun.
Good stuff. All right, got a good one from the chat from Austin. I like this question. So when you get back to the crib, back to Raleigh, you go and you get in town, where do you have to eat? What's a must-eat place when you get in town?
Cookout, Bojangles, what's that place called? It's on NC State campus, but they have the best Philly cheesesteaks. I think it's called Rusty's or
Okay.
something. Yeah, it's a couple places. Um, we got a lot of stuff. We just got a lot of stuff. But those are like the main like franchises, like the two main franchises you got to go to.
Got it.
I ain't mad at that. It's funny to me that you're actually that you're a Raiders fan out there from North. I
Raleigh.
figured the Panthers. Cam Newton.
Nah, I was old enough to not be a fan of Cam. My brother played quarterback, and he was a fan of Cam Newton.
Okay.
So
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite, or I guess who you like to emulate the most when you're watching NFL right now?
say that again. I couldn't hear you.
When you're watching the NFL right now, like which player do you? He might have gone.
I think he stepped to the wrong side of the
Bounced.
house. There we go. He's
there
back.
It is. There it is. All right, favorite NFL player. Who would you like to kind of emulate your game after?
Yeah, who do you play like? Oh,
What
he
happened?
hears? Oh, he hears?
Yeah, I can hear, but I can't see. Oh, there
Yeah,
he
it looks
goes.
like There we go. There we go. Who do you emulate your game after? Who do you think that you play like, or who do you try to play like whenever you're out there on the field from the NFL?
Um, that's hard. That's a hard question. I would say that's a good question. Um, I don't want to say Cam Chancellor, but because his cover skills were shaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
But so it's kind of hard to say Cam, but I like um I like Derwin James. I like how
Okay.
Derwin James plays. Um, I'm a big J.C. Horn fan. He I like how he plays. I feel like uh I have a similar game to J.C. Horn, and yeah, kind of like that mixture, just like physical and just big bodies.
I like that. Okay. All right. We getting close to wrapping up. I know you get the fam and everything to chill on. Which stadium are you the most excited to go play in next season? So we're traveling to Ole Miss, to LSU, to Missouri, and what was the fourth one? Auburn. Going to
Auburn.
Auburn. Out of those four, which one are you most excited to go travel to next season?
I feel like LSU is definitely going to be the latest.
Death
LSU is
Valley
going to be
dope,
the
dog.
latest. We play Bama at home.
Yep. So Bama comes
That's
here,
going to be a
Tennessee
good game.
comes here, and so does South Carolina. So we'll go to Missouri, Auburn, LSU, and Ole Miss. But yeah, I agree. LSU is going to be upset. Death Valley's just dope. I've been there a couple times. It's pretty fire.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's just going to be lit. I think that's going to be a good game. Just I love playing guys that's just like trying to kill. Like I watch all the games like that. Coach V like coached to the national championship. Like it was guys he was playing against. Like he was playing against Jalen Hurts and shoot like Joe Burrow. Like they were going at it like for a little while. Like the defense gave up a couple like one-on-one matchups, but like, man, those games are crazy. Like you see like Isaiah Simmons in there, Skowski, Jamie Skowski, Ryan Carter. You see like the guys, just that's in the facility. And we like, man, like respect. Like you always take coaching from them guys, and it's like no matter what, like you kind of like take tips and like from their game, and we watch a couple of their clips and stuff. It's like you really respect it, and it's like, man, they right here. They just regular guys, just trying to like understand and like that they were in the same spot as us. Like, we had the same goals and stuff. So
Okay. We got another good
Well,
question
man,
here. Who's the
just
what?
yeah.
Go ahead, Coop, real quick, and I got another set of questions from the fans before we
No, no,
wrap up.
no. Knock that out. Get that question in.
Yeah, I think this is a good one. Who's the fastest on the team right now to you?
uh we argue about this all the time.
Of course.
Um
That's the reason why we got
well
to ask this question.
Brendan Thompson is number one. Like just like that's number one. Like he's number one. And I don't know. Like I go at it with a lot of guys. Like they just like I always just like, well, when have you shown me that you're faster than me? That's why like I always at every point.
Oh,
So I'm top three. I know I'm top three for sure. I'm top three for
there you
sure.
go.
But we got some fast
All
guys.
right.
Like we got
Oh, he got it again.
the whole receiving core is fast. Key fast. Key up there. Key a 4-4 guy for
Oh,
sure. So we got guys like Billy's fast, Reggie Pearson. Our whole back end is pretty much fast. Canick run a 4-4 low.
Mechanic's
Um,
so
Oh man.
fast.
you got the corners, Gentry, Jaden Rowe. We got a track team. That's what we got. We got a track team. That's Jacoby. Jacoby fast. We got some guys we got some guys on defense. Andrell on offense. We need a relay team. That's what we need to do.
There you
I love
go.
it. Go ahead,
It's
Coop.
a you can go against the track team, the football team versus the track team, and see if you guys can smoke them.
I got a couple. I got a couple of homeboys on the track team, and I'm telling you, like I run track, but I mean, obviously, I'm a bigger body now, but it's like I'm a stronger runner. So I mean, I always tell them, I'm like, man, I'm not going no track. That's too much. That's too much commitment to running, and I'm way bigger than what I used to run when I ran 10.5.
So last question for me is going to be you can exclude yourself that way because, like I said, you're coming back. I already called that one. But what are two names to look out for on offense next year? Two names to look out for on defense.
So offense, that's hard. That's hard. Um, cause I feel like on offense, all the guys kind of like broke out, but I have to go with obviously Jackson, um, and probably Jaden Gibson. I mean, he probably gonna be a big piece. Of course, Andrell, but like I feel like Jackson and Andrell is just a no brainer. But throwing Gibb in, like he's gonna be a big piece. Like, and on defense, I feel like RJ gonna step up. RJ's gonna step up, and I'm excited to see like our Mason Thomas. Like I feel like he's just a Will Anderson type. He's just gotta get healthy and stay healthy and take care of his body and just want to dominate. Just take over the game because I feel like he can. 'Cause I seen him as a freshman when he really just was just being an athlete, and I feel like going in his third year he'll kind of like see his work pay off.
Okay. All right, we get the last one for you, and we're gonna wrap it up. All right. Recruits. Have you hosted any recruits? And who are you excited to see come into Sooner Nation next season with you?
I haven't hosted anybody in a long time. Um, who am I excited to see? And I feel bad. Like no disrespect to them because I know like recruiting like that's a big thing.
Right.
I'm really like I can't tell you like I mean until they get here or until I've seen them like a couple times where it's like, but it's like once they come Saturday, it's like I know their faces. I can't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know
It's
until
all
they
right.
get there.
If you haven't
Until
hosted
they
anything
get
yet,
there
it'll be hard to
and they
remember.
get there, yeah, and they get their winter workout shirt and shorts, and I see them every day. I say, okay, all right, just based off what they do or based off like how they stand out, then I'll know them. But I honestly, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, then in that case, since we know that come in the spring, we definitely gonna get you back on to talk about some of the young guys. I'd love to hear your mindset. Is coaching in your future? Even if you go play the NFL after the NFL, is coaching in
See,
your future?
so I talked to me and Coach V were like, he was like, you want to be a coach one day? Like, he's just always, pushing us to be coaches, just because like learning and stuff like that, just teaching the younger guys and, it's just natural. But um, I told him, I wouldn't want to be a coach. Like, you know,
Hmm.
I just, I like to help people. I would coach kids. Like, I would coach kids, but my obligation of coaching and no. Mm-mm. It's too much. It's too
Yeah,
much. I'll be a trainer probably. I could train like I
there you go.
couldn't coach.
That's a
I
soul
couldn't
mission
coach.
trainer.
Not me.
Um,
But but I do respect it. Like that's a totally different buy-in because like you're meeting like people's families and they're trusting you to take care of their kids and not to say I'm wouldn't be responsible enough or what I'm saying. It's just like it's a different obligation and that's why like like coaches you have to be like I'm a family guy. Like I can't be away from my family for too long and I mean it's just not in my future. I
So you the
can't see
next
it.
Schmitty then is what you're saying. You're gonna be Schmitty out there training kids.
Nah, I couldn't be Smitty.
That's what he goes out on right there.
He had to close out with, nah, I can't be Schmitty. So
I think if he comes back on, I'll get him. Oh, here we go. Maybe.
I think we may have lost him. But anyway, that was Justin Harrington. We probably have lost him for the night, and that'd be fine. We'll let him enjoy time with the fam because he's a family guy. So thank y'all for pulling up as usual here to the show. You know, myself with Coop, I'll pull him out for now. Looks like we'll see if he tries to get back in, but I think we'll wrap this bad boy up, put a bow on it. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button as well as subscribe. If you're not subscribed, I don't know why you're not subscribed. We try to bring as many players on to talk ball, learn more about them and everything. And, you know, they're young, so they don't have all the equipment and stuff like we do. So we make it work. Make sure, join us on Sunday. We'll be back 6 p.m. Central. We'll talk more ball. Maybe we'll have a guest then, but at that point, we'll have a lot of transfer portal stuff going down. So with that, we'll chop it up with y'all. I don't know, about a day or two. We'll definitely have some. I'll have some update videos coming. So we'll talk then. Peace.